Hello, welcome to Jadekind Gaming. My name is Adam, here with another session, the 23rd session of the New Divines Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition campaign. Let's see, last time, Stan, played by Eric, found an Oubliette shantytown about 100 feet underground in the... what city are you in?
The Great One.
The Great City, yes. The old man, played by Bob, brought Maxwell, this ne'er-do-well that he'd saved a while back from being hung in the streets, to the ship, and is waiting to hear from the family. Oh man, I used a lot of vagueness in here. I have the Great City, the family. I'm just noticing. Terry, played by David, gave money and a shopping list to Rolfur, and is assuming that the Wizard's Tower is also a store. We'll find out.
I've made bad assumptions about the tower all before. It'll happen again.
Billy, played by Ryan down there, talked to people in the common room at the Wizard's Tower, trying to learn stuff, research. And Rolfur, played by Austin, sir not appearing in this frame, talked to... There he is! Talked to spirits while in the tower. Just summoning up the spirits of the dead. Most of which related to the tower.
Yeah, I'll summon up their dead people.
Yeah, they're dead people. And we ended at the evening of day 96 since your return. And I have a note here. It says, followers not given yet. You want more followers?
200 or 300?
They don't,
yeah,
but I'll take
them. 200 and 82.
Okay, so Terry, you get 80 followers.
Thank you.
That's the maximum any of you had on your dice. You rolled very well.
For
Old
what?
man, who did not even have the option to get that many because your dice weren't quite the same, you got 50.
Ooh.
And while some of the others of you had better dice than the old man, the rest of you each get 30. For a variety of different roll types, you all ended up with 30. So that's two. Billy, Stan, and Rolfur each have 30.
So that means I'm no longer in the lead, right?
You are still in the lead.
I would imagine you're still in the lead.
Your lead is significant.
That is how far ahead you are.
768.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's like
that's what
over
you're-
100 more than me.
Is that what you have for
After
him?
this.
You have 68 or 78?
I have 68. Because you just gave him 50, right? He was at 718 last I had him. Unless you gave him 10 more somewhere else.
Hold on, let me just control Z this.
Ha! Who has
I'll
who?
take it
Oh,
up.
Okay,
then.
nope. Yep, you're right.
Alright.
So Ryan had the correct number?
Here's so.
768. Yeah, my math is just that.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Ryan, why you gotta open your mouth?
To be fair, you said it first.
Yeah, but you would have disagreed with me. You won't disagree with Ryan.
Because he's got notes.
He does have notes.
written.
I don't have notes.
If it's written down, it's true.
I wrote it down.
All
That's
right.
what
Right.
Rolfur teaches.
Ryan
What
doesn't. Ryan wouldn't lie about it. Doesn't
No,
lie
that-
about most things.
I would
Ryan
give
is
you
a
the
follower of
followers.
Rolfur.
Yeah.
Take more notes.
Let's just
I would give it to you if it was...
pick right up with Stan, because you were out and about. You were in the governor's yard. You just told the housekeeper that there's a cellar door broken, and I think you were just walking away from the door.
Yeah, head back to go get rope since I don't have 100 feet of rope on me.
Oh yes, you were now leaving to
Back
get
the
rope.
base.
Yes.
Yeah.
So how do you go get rope?
Well, it's night, so I figured, but shops are all closed, so just go home and wait until morning.
Okay. So how do you leave?
Let them know.
There's a little path. Do you follow it?
Yeah.
Because it
follow
leads
the
to a big iron gate.
Hmm.
It is locked.
Unfortunate. I fly over.
Just used to mention. Oh, right.
Do you have the ability just to fly when you want?
Not what I want. It's without rest type deal, but I can do it once a day.
Okay. Because I was kind of wondering what you do, because you're no longer a bat. He turned you into a bat, but you're no longer a bat. I was like, how do you get out?
Yeah. I keep it in my back pocket just in case. I have angel wings.
Oh, okay. So yeah, you're able to sprout your wings and fly over.
Yeah, just wasted for like 6 seconds to jump over a fence.
It avoids the awkward, can I get out?
I didn't get the question, how'd you get in?
That's why they were creeped out by you in the first place.
That's what your mom asked.
So you fly out and you just head back to the boat for the night?
Yeah,
Okay.
meet up with the group.
Billy is not.
That's what I
there.
remember correctly. Oubliettes aren't common in this.
They're not common by any means. They exist. The guy that killed you almost certainly had one. The king. He basically.
Okay.
It would not be. I mean, generally, it's a hole that you throw someone in, and usually people are going to end up just down there and dying because they have nothing to sustain their life with. So
Okay.
there's something
Almost
unusual
sound like
about the one
leaving
that's down there.
things
That's not what you would expect for one. Although technically, you've probably not been in any before.
Also sepsis.
That's a fair statement.
Otherwise, everyone else laying, relaxing, resting. Old man.
Yes.
Yeah, so as you're resting there, you hear a voice, a prayer. One of many. You get regular, but you hear, Mr. Oldman, are you able to hear me with this? I think I've found instruction on prayer.
Mr. The Old Man.
Okay, is this the daughter or the father?
You would guess by their voice, the father.
I just respond. You know.
Can you
good
just
well.
respond? Do you have the ability to?
Yes, I
Okay.
can respond to any prayer.
All
There's
right.
an ability on it.
I just respond and go. I say, you know good and well, it's old man, not oldman. Yes.
You
How can I
know-
help you?
Good and well, that was my desk.
I left you the barrel.
We're pretty convinced this was my barrel too.
Yes, and I left you your house. That's yours as well.
Now you're the one that asked to speak with me. What is this about?
Yes. Oh, your organization and their religious ties. Or lack thereof.
What? A pause and then again. Wait, what?
Well, you're currently praying. I'm responding. I am a god. Specifically.
Now this
god-
very much feels like some sort of telepathy. It's a ruse, obviously, but I've been around a while.
Huh. And you wish to stay around longer?
I believe I will.
I'm gonna do a persuasion check on him. Like a man of your position knows quite well.
You have disadvantage.
No, I don't.
He is neutral now.
Through the communication of you're just trying to do this as this weird remote voice and the way that he...
Yeah, I have advantage on all charisma checks.
Well, then you're neutral now.
Well, I rolled a 19.
And what are you... What are you... saying?
19. That's 32. To convince him that the only way he'll be able to keep his crown as the head of the family in this new era of gods, just by having one upon his side. He can get onto the ground floor with me, the old man, as his divine
Yeah, see.
patron. And when
Very
he dies,
well, so
he
you
totally
have
doesn't
your
need
own
to-
angle to run. I don't want you to get antagonistic about it. Perhaps some sort of accord as we pull the rules over all of them.
Yeah, see.
The only
can work
thing it will
together.
cost you is your time and faith, not even a single copper. Of course, you would have to force all of your underlings and lessers to do the same, and I think, as one of the first, I'll charge you slightly less than most. Your daughter will become a priestess. Adam, are you seeing it? Are you seeing the little connections I'm making here? Are you seeing them? Do I need another persuasion check?
No. Now you leave her out of this. And again, I
That's fine.
don't believe your foolishness, but I do have many in my employ as well as influence that, again, we can work together on. Many of them not nearly so wise. Gullible. We could put on some show. Make them
Oh, dear.
believe.
I fear your lack of faith is going to be your undoing.
It doesn't
I
disturb
feel
you?
your arrogance may be yours. We can
Well-
both benefit from this.
It's never
Have
happened
an accord.
before, but there's always a first time. Yes. Yes, we shall make an accord, you and I.
Is there someone to meet, or are you just going to show up when you desire?
Tomorrow evening, I'll find you.
Very well.
Excellent. Does his daughter pray yet? Because I'm totally kidnapping her tonight.
She does not.
Okay, I'm gonna go and find her then.
Okay, where do you go?
To her room.
How do you stealth it?
Just a little B&E.
Well,
Or how do you scope it out? What do you?
Bat would probably work.
Okay. Oh yeah, you're the polymorph man now.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm polymorph man.
Polymorph dumps your intellect, too.
Yep.
And you lose all your skills and class abilities. It's brutal.
You think Bob is afraid of some herp derp?
Yeah, but he can also drop the concentration and switch back anytime.
Yeah.
Yeah, see.
See?
Definitely some activity on the grounds. You see lantern lights moving about.
Yeah, can I see into the daughter's room? Bat.
There is light in there. Obviously, the window messes with your
Bats have
your
vision.
normal. I know your normal sound, and your eyes are not as great. But yeah, you can definitely see the room is lit.
Are the blinds drawn or what?
No,
I
not that you can tell.
Bats can see.
Yeah, they have poor sight.
No, they have regular sight. They don't have poor sight. They just also have blind sight.
As far as statistical significance goes.
I mean, bats also don't have bad vision. They just use echolocation because nighttime.
Yeah. So I fly up and look through the window.
Yeah, I mean, things are... It's lit.
Is there anyone in there, Adam?
Not that you see.
Okay, you see, that's the
Oh.
information I'm going. Not just, there's light.
It is lit in the darkness. Otherwise, there is no difference to your knowledge from when you saw it last.
Okay. Okay, so the daughter's just missing. And did, what's his name have any information about the daughter, like just going off on capers or whatever?
No, nothing. You mean Maxwell? No.
Yeah, Maxwell. So, is, like, she usually in her room? Like, did I get any information about that?
No, you did not get details about that.
Okay. I guess, do I still have his, I have his little letter that he wrote, right?
Most likely, yeah. I would assume you brought it. I would assume
Yeah.
so.
Okay, I'm gonna find somewhere where I have line of sight on the window and dimension door. Like, I'm gonna go hide, turn back into me, dimension door through her room.
Okay, so you, like, leave the grounds to...
Well, wherever I can find a spot that hide that I can, like, within 500 feet. Like,
Okay.
on the roof, wherever.
You
Like,
wouldn't have
mental-
line of sight.
I don't
You
need
go on the
line of-
neighbor's roof.
Yeah, I don't actually need line of sight. I need to be able to describe where I'm going, so I need to be able to mentally math it out. Which would be
Yeah,
my
that-
character doing a roll or wind-upping them all.
Okay.
Yeah,
So do you go onto their roof or the neighbor's roof, then?
Would neighbor's roof be easier to see?
Yeah, neighbor's roof you can actually see into the room from.
Okay, neighbor's roof and stealth.
Make your stealth check.
Is this person stealth or bat stealth?
This would be person stealth, because this is... Because they can fully well see the bat. I don't think you mind them seeing the bat.
Yeah, that doesn't bother me. They can look at the bat all they want. 29?
You also need
I
an
rolled a
acrobatics.
7. What?
You also need an acrobatics.
Okay.
Acrobat.
That would be a 22 on acrobatics.
Alright. So,
Not trained.
yeah. I'm thinking, acrobatics, this is surely one that you don't get your reliable talent on. Still.
That's correct. Yet.
So as you land, and the slate shingles on the roof start to come loose, for a few of them that aren't properly seated, and you grab them and just stop them from collapsing down. You now are holding 3 slate shingles.
Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and put those in a pocket
Okay.
and dimension door into a room.
Easy enough.
Anything been disturbed? The money's still there.
Come on, attack.
Where did you leave the money?
I left it on top of the note I wrote her.
Oh, tucked in the note. If you go
No,
check
on
it.
top, like literally on top of, not tucked into.
Well, the note that you wrote her was put onto a piece of paper, and tucked into her art. So she would have to have noticed the folded piece of art and pulled it out and see what's going on.
That's not how I remember it. I remember it being on her art, like on top of her art, not tucked into her art.
Tucked into the art? No, because her art was all tucked together, where you only
Yeah,
saw the side.
Yeah, that's not at all how I was picturing it.
You
'cause-
specified that you bent the corner of it so that it would stand out as being unusual to get her attention.
Okay, well that's just
You
not
just
how I
forgot.
remember it. That's not how I remember it. Yeah,
Yeah.
Check the videos. Get in the comments.
no one's doing any of those things.
That has not been disturbed at all. It is clear that she's been in here, though, because there is a lantern on her bedside table that has been lit. So someone, at least, has been in here.
Okay. I guess. What'd that dude's note say? Do you seal it or?
Well, let's see here. What were the instructions you gave for him? Because you just basically told him to... I don't know. I don't remember exactly what you had told him. It's nothing... He wasn't writing anything of real substance. I mean, it was
I know.
enough...
I just wanted to know if it was like it had left instructions for the prayer.
It was like a love letter, wasn't it?
Yeah. Let's see.
Also, cats have okay perception and stealth.
Yeah, but they can't fly. Cats are notoriously bad at flying. I threw like 6 of them out of a window. None of them flew.
Do they have a climb speed?
I meant for locating the daughter more, so than flying around.
Oh, yeah, that wasn't a thing I was going to do.
Because they even have advantage on smell checks.
Wow.
Sneaky.
Problem is that whilst a mouse or a rat is easily ignored, a cat is like, that's not our fucking cat. Whose cat is this?
It's a cat. What are you gonna do? It goes where it wants.
Shoot.
You start purring and then they leave you alone after petting you several times.
Yeah,
Also-
it's basically just love letter saying run away
Also, if you have a cat, if you do turn into a cat, find and kill a mouse and just carry it around with you. No one will ask questions.
Then you're doing your job.
Here's a guy doing his job right there.
Like, whose cat is that? Don't bother him. He's friggin' working.
yeah. Probably you're mentioned in that the god will grant us a new life together.
Okay, I just wanted to know.
A little
like,
poorly poetic, not like it's kind of written almost like maybe he's trying to be poetic, but he's just not smart enough for it.
Like, I got notes. That's fine. He'll soon be getting advantage on charisma bonuses. No, he should have already
Does
got
he
that.
not?
Yeah, I'm like, he should have already got
Are you withholding that from him? I mean...
No, I'm withholding the second tier. That's for people who perform well. Okay. I'm gonna go and, like, it does mention for her to pray to me, though.
It doesn't use the word pray.
Okay, I'm gonna take that note and the older one I wrote and, like, stack them on her pillow.
You didn't notice. You think she'll notice now.
I'm totally taking the platinum back.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure I left a platinum. It was either a platinum or a gold. I don't remember.
I don't remember either.
Platinum seems like something I would do, so I'm gonna take a platinum back. If we figure it's a gold, whatever.
You should light her house on fire.
Oh, no, if that dude doesn't cooperate, the house is getting lit on fire. There's a whole thing of oil here. Don't you worry. That's a plan. We're gonna
Sorry, I'm
call
just
that
getting ahead of
plan...
myself.
We're calling that plan B. That guy better stop fucking up.
That
because
means
he's
all
gonna
of this
ruin-
is still classified as Plan A. This is
Hey,
how we
he's
intended it to
ruining-
go.
He's about to ruin Plan A.
I deal with so many people that don't like the D&D alignment system. This is why evil exists.
Weighed down, folded corner with platinum coin.
Yeah, so yeah, I take my platinum coin back. Thank you, Ryan, King of the Notes. And yeah, my character's evil, always has been.
I
What
think
changes
Ryan
when he
deserves
wasn't?
a hero point for all of his note taking.
Unfortunately, those cannot be spent.
Hold on. David has a point. Hold on. There's a thing for this. I've never used it. There's a thing for this.
Inspiration.
Inspiration. Yeah, you can have an inspiration. There's probably a spot on your sheet for it. It's always been blank.
I got you, buddy.
David
Now I think
deserves-
I've used all the mechanics from 5th edition.
David deserves one for pointing out that
I
Ryan
know.
deserves one.
Now you're just trying to give it to everybody.
If you do decide to give me an inspiration for it, I feel that Ryan really deserves it, so I would like to give him a second inspiration.
You can only have one inspiration at a time.
Okay.
Yeah.
In that case,
I know the
default
rule.
to Rolfur. In that case, I would like it to default to Rolfur.
Rolfur's.
We'll just let Ryan be special for right now. Not everyone needs him.
Oh no, I'm pretty sure we need to fight over these new shiny coins.
I don't need shiny coins. I have that. I mean, crafting skills. That's what I meant.
No, there's new shiny coins. We must fight. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and yeah, sure. I'm gonna wait around, not in her room.
Oh, please wait in her room.
Okay, I'm gonna turn into a mouse and wait in her room, or a cat, something.
Just under her bed.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait in her room.
In her bed, under her pillow.
I am not waiting in her bed. That's what a creepy old man does. I'm just the regular kind.
Licking himself.
Under the bed, just not creepy enough. Okay.
So you're a cat under the bed, is that correct?
Or option B, is there places to hide in this room?
No, he is just a regular old man underneath the bed.
There.
Also licking himself.
There are 2 doors that lead off of this room. I mean, they're like you could hide behind objects, but otherwise this furniture is mostly against the walls. But there are 2 doors leading away from it.
Well, that's
with
not
your scoping
hiding.
of the house. You guess one of them leads to the main hallway in the middle. The other one you don't know where it leads. It leads to some other room that you've not seen to.
I'm gonna cast pass without a trace upon myself.
Okay.
Pass gas without a trace.
I'm gonna pass gas without a trace, and then I'm going to stealthily check the door.
The door that you
Locked.
don't know where it is. It is not
Yeah.
locked.
Okay, open it.
It opens into
Stealthily.
what is a closet/washroom.
Okay, going to go hide in the closet. Stealthily.
All right. So.
That's 39.
Yeah, I just assumed higher number than normal people can get. So.
Stealth pass without a trace gives you a plus 10.
Yeah, so I just assumed higher number than anyone could get.
Oh no, Bob's not broken.
I get 29 without rolling.
So.
And my minimum is a 10.
Being super stealth's a lot of fun.
Broken
About
as
45 minutes later, you hear the other door, the bedroom door, opened and shut and being locked. Your passive perception is 12. Some fumbling around, you don't exactly remember what it was, but around one of the sidewalls for a minute, maybe.
Can I do some active perception?
I press my ear
No.
against the door.
Because you are hearing what's going on. What this is whether or not you noticed what piece of furniture was in the area you now hear her messing with. So this was based on your memory of what was in the room as she goes and moves. But it's on the side of the room away from the bed. So from what you've seen, she hasn't necessarily gone to the bed yet.
Okay.
But she's there for probably 3 or 4 minutes before walking towards the door into the closet washroom, opening that, going over to
I'm just hiding behind a
you're within the clothes, because on the right side is hanger of clothes, and you're just sort of tucked behind within the clothes there as she comes
I match
in.
my outfit to the back wall.
Turns away to where there's a basin, and she gets a scoop of water out of a container that's kept on the side. Washes her face.
A euro.
Yeah.
Pours out a euro.
Yeah.
Euro.
Yeah. Basically, washes her face. All that. Runs her fingers along the clothes, of which you're really how did she not see you? I mean, she looked right at you, but just kind of kept going, pulling whatever nightgown out, leaves
like-
the closet.
She's running along. I like hand a nightgown out to her.
It's like one of those horror shows where it's like like the audience knows where the monster is, but like the person doesn't, and you're like yelling at them.
Yeah.
There's nothing you could do.
Grabs that gown, leaves, messing about, closes the door again where you're now hearing her out in her room. But at a certain point, you gather that she has now got to the bed where you stopped hearing her for a bit.
That's when he goes tee tee.
Just open the door. Read the letter. Clang. No, I don't. I don't actually. Now I'm actively listening. Do I hear the?
Yeah. No. I mean, I'll let you make an active perception check for that level up.
Anything but a 1.
No, ones are still 10s.
Man, you took the fun out of the game.
He can only get better.
Reliable talent is so good.
If he has...
It's so boring.
Oh, I'm not skilled in perception. I can actually roll ones in that.
Yeah.
However, I rolled a 19, so...
21?
No, I got 19. Sorry, I
19
rolled
total,
a 7.
okay.
Yeah, I rolled a 17. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, you can hear that she has sort of paused and is messing about with the papers, with whatever was on the bed at this point, which is a little note, which I think you put, on top of your giant note that was just like a sheet of her art paper.
I'd like to think I pared it down to size, but on the other hand, I probably fucking didn't. Knowing me, it's a lot funnier if it's huge.
I think knowing the scene of how long it took her to notice it.
Yeah,
It's like the size of her pillow.
If I had thought about it and had the time, I would have Willy Wonka'd it, where it starts out huge and just gets progressively smaller and harder to read.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Ryan's always
You
like,
can-
don't bring me into this.
That's Billy Bonka.
Billy Bonka, totally different.
Yeah, totally different.
Totally different.
You can help me reunite with Maxwell?
Is this a prayer or her speaking out loud?
Both.
You get hit with a.
Well,
You can hear it in both.
I don't
Stereo
respond to the
surround
out
sound.
loud portion. Like, I
Okay.
respond prayer-wise. I go, yes, of course, my child. He's been good and faithful, and as such has asked that you join him. You're willing to.
Yes.
Excellent. Well,
What do I need to do?
Murder.
go to your closet and ask me for help. Oh no, I just say answer the door, and I knock on her closet door.
Okay.
That's not creepy as fuck.
It's a lot less creepy than what was going to happen. So it takes her a moment to come answer, as you hear her messing about with something further.
I make my face kindly.
Okay.
So I look like a kindly old man, not like the creepy, scary one I can be.
Not a mouse. Or
Not a
cat.
mouse.
When she answers it, you can kind of tell that she has hurriedly redressed.
No. Hello, my dear.
Don't scream, don't scream, don't scream, don't scream.
This is quite unusual.
Yes. Is there anything you wish to gather, or shall we go?
How about this dress? It's lovely.
I mean, where are we being reunited? What's...
On one of the king's vessels bound to Nexum, where he will take up post there as one of my emissaries.
Oh. So we're not likely to be returning.
Not unless you want to.
As she throws the torch on the ground.
Why? Is there a trick you'd like me to play?
No, not at all. I should at least leave my father a note.
Yes. I will deliver it to him personally.
No need. I'll just leave it here. Where she goes and pulls out the chair of her
Bureau, wardrobe, whatever.
it's the makeup table, but there's an actual name for it.
Vanity.
Vanity of her vanity, which is where she was messing about.
Ironically named Vanity.
Yeah. Which is where she was messing about while you weren't sure what she was doing. And she writes a note.
Like, you could always be one of my priestess.
Please. Love me.
Love me.
I mean, we'll see.
No pressure. It's always your choice, my dear.
Thank you.
I'm a kindly old man and a wily old man.
Yeah, so she writes a note and folds it, goes over and warms wax by the lantern that's at her bedside and seals it with her ring. Otherwise grabs a bag and a selection of clothes that you had been hiding within.
I inform her as to the weather of the area.
It's very similar to here.
I don't know.
Yeah. It is.
I give her relevant travel information.
It is basically on almost the exact same.
Longitude and latitude.
Well,
or what whichever one's laying down. Latitude.
Yeah. I think
Latitude laying.
Yeah.
Longitude laying.
Flatitude and big long up and down.
Yeah. But packs some clothes, modest selection of her art supplies into a bag and sort of pulling out a section of board off of the floor, pulling out like a metal case and basically packs up a duffel bag and a side bag, putting things, sealing things back up and packing money and just kind of as she takes every so often takes a moment, pauses and looks around the room thinking, probably best, and goes and pulls the nightstand away from her bed and sort of unclamps the sheath of the short sword that is kept there off of the bedside table to attach it to her own belt. After just sort of gathering these things, sort of walks over and stands by the closet door and, all right, I guess we're ready? Sort of expecting to exit through the closet.
I walk over to her and I say, just take my hand and close your eyes and have faith. Dimension door. We're just going to dimension door to the boat.
That is more than 500 feet.
Yes, I know. Do. Keep your eyes closed. Close your eyes.
As the ground beneath keeps giving out.
Yeah, and then we're just on the boat.
You should privately take a will save to see if she keeps her eyes closed.
Stan, you are walking back to the ship. You don't see anything, but you get... Because basically you can dimension door once every round, right?
Mm-hmm.
You get about...
Wait,
six...
I think is it
What's the chance he lands within my vision of dark vision at night?
Surprisingly
yeah, it's
high.
an action.
Yeah, it's an
Yeah,
action.
dimension doors and
So once every so you hear about 6 seconds of like on like the next block over or something. Like you hear about 6 seconds of like a almost like a panicked scream that pops in from nowhere and pops out. Like you heard it very slight for a short time, and then it was right the next block over, and then it was further down, and then it was gone.
Can he make an initiative check to see if he can get there in time to see it?
Just a strange Doppler.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like the weirdest Doppler effect ever just kicked through.
Yeah.
It's a weird town.
It's otherwise too. The old man's perspective, you know, once you're out and it, like she almost like accepts the first one, but then as you then blink the next, like it panics her as if you know things are just keep changing in her environment around her. Each time has its own little slight section of drop, just enough to kind of mess with your stomach, your equilibrium, and
She just went
I
on
could turn her into a bird.
and like and like as she's going like in between each one, she ends up like grabbing more onto you and just like as the only stable
I
thing.
just like wind up holding her.
Yeah.
And then we wind up on the boat below decks, where Maxwell, like behind where Maxwell was sitting last.
Yeah. So those on the boat, you hear a bit of that scream as it comes in before labored breathing and her figuring out what's going on. Maxwell gets up from whatever his... I'm guessing he has a hammock or something that's been put up to add a space for him.
Adam, I have a question about mechanics and what our characters know about it.
Okay.
Praying.
Okay.
We all hear prayers.
Yes.
But, so, my question to you is, do we know that you have to be a worshiper in order for the prayers to be heard?
I'm pretty sure I just proved that
You do not. Yeah, you can. You do not have
But
to be a
do we
worshiper.
know that?
I hate you. I hate you. No, you don't have to be a worshiper for your prayers to be heard. I hate you. What are you saying?
I'm going to go ahead and say a prayer to the old man.
I hate you. I knew it. I knew it. You figured it out. Yes.
Be like,
Old man, you hear a prayer.
dear
You're not
old
sure.
man.
You do not know who it's from, but...
Yep. It's like, dear old man, should we be worried about that sound, the sound of a girlish scream on the ship?
New God, who dis?
Holy shit, you can talk back.
He can pray back to... No, he can't, because he doesn't know who it is, so he doesn't know who to pray... No, he can, because he can just talk back.
I could just respond
Yeah.
to prayer.
Anyone else has to know who it is to
okay,
know to pray
okay.
back, but he can just respond.
So, Terry, out loud from his bunk, like, sits up and goes, shit, you can talk back. Like, out loud. It's like, this is Terry. I just assumed that the sound was something... You know what? At that point, Terry's confused. He's just gonna get up and go look outside.
Yeah.
I'm just rescuing a girl from her crime boss of a father and returning her to her love, like a good person.
So like Terry's like wearing just like a
I
wrap
imagine him
around
in like those old man nightgowns, or just like a big T-shirt with the big hat and the poof.
Oh, that's perfect.
That's how I
Purple
always
on the
imagine.
Dickensian?
Every time you're like Terry gets up, I'm like, that's what he's wearing.
With Terry's size, it's not really a nightgown. It's more like a
muumuu?
rug that's been like converted.
It's a moo-moo.
Some like large something that's supposed to cover like a grand door opening or like a grand window. And he's just converted it to cover
So
it.
it's
Just-
curtains.
Yes, he's wearing basically curtains and a floppy hat. He just looks out.
What's up?
Well, goes ahead and tightens up his nightgown, comes out and starts prepping hot chocolate.
Yeah.
Otherwise, yeah.
I'm like, Maxwell, your lady love.
Yeah,
Maxwell.
they're already holding on to each other.
I'm like,
Also,
I kind of go, good God of craft will take care of you. for the evening. I have business.
You have more business. Okay.
Also, why did
Yeah,
we
she
give...
put a letter down. Of course I have more business. I have to go and forge information to the letter about how, P.S. I'm becoming a priest of of the old man, as is your wishes.
And Terry's gonna take the time feeding them, making sure they're comfortable, and figuring out what the fuck they're doing.
You kind of know what's going on.
I just told you what was going on.
Because Maxwell was there for dinner.
Right, but this is one of the few times Terry has gotten the chance to verify something that the old man has said.
Okay.
And
That's
you know
fair.
what? He hasn't lied about this.
Yeah, I know.
Uh,
The best trick is telling the truth dishonestly.
It's what demons do, and devils.
Also, with Maxwell, why didn't we give him a silver hammer and tell him to solve his own problems?
Because I don't understand that reference. Primarily the reason.
Okay, the only reason that's the reference of why he has the name Maxwell.
Neat.
And he
Okay.
has his own silver hammer. I thank you very much.
Adam, just real quick, I'm gonna go back to the house and forge her signature.
Make a luck
forge
check.
The information.
Can I roll it for him?
No, you're better at them than he is.
That's true, because luck is a dump stat, and you can't
Is
convince me otherwise.
This isn't that day that I gave him the luck bonus, is it? No, it's not. Never mind.
Okay, so just an 18.
Okay. That is
Because
enough.
I don't get bonuses.
No, that is enough. The letter is undisturbed when you return.
Excellent. I'm now going to disturb it.
Yeah.
And I'm going to do so sneakily. Pass without a trace.
Yes.
I don't know if that would help. What's the check for that? Forgery?
Yeah, would be.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I mean, I'm proficient in forgery.
Okay, then yeah. But,
Let's see here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go ahead and... Pretty sure I get... Let me check. Do I get, cantrips? From the divine thing?
No.
And what are you trying to do with this?
I'm trying to add on a postscript about how she has gone with... Yeah,
Okay, so you are just addending the...
and resealing it without breaking... Opening it without breaking the seal and resealing it without notice is the hope. And then adding an addendum about how
She's
she's
still
gone on
wearing
to be
her
a
ring.
priestess. Yeah, that's why I'm trying not to break the seal.
That'll be, yeah, forgery, dexterity.
Okay.
Either that or sleight of hand.
I'm just doing one roll for the whole
Okay.
interaction.
Okay.
Oh, he says he's proficient with it, which means
Yeah, I'm proficient.
he's gonna do fine, because he always does fine. He's so reliable.
So reliable.
That's why it's
14,
good when you're at your rolls.
23.
You figure it's good enough that they'll probably have broken it themselves before they notice anything unusual.
Okay, and then I can add the postscript that she's gone off to become a
Yeah, you've added
priestess of the old man.
Yeah, you've added that.
And yeah, just gonna do a little.
Now, did you add as per your wishes? Is that? Did
Yeah.
You, okay.
And yeah. I'm sure we'll have a great and productive meeting tomorrow.
Oh
Then,
yeah.
then seal it back up.
I like how no one else worries about the squeal on the deck.
The people investigated.
It was just
Still on the
one.
back.
It was just one.
Yeah, Rolfur was there. Billy is not there.
Yeah.
Alice probably came out to figure out what's going on, but really more... Right, no, she probably didn't come out. She just hid further, as now the screams have gone into... onto the boat.
I'm just pointing out, I'm actually doing something
Stan's
nice.
still walking back.
How do we fix her? Gosh.
Why did you break her? You're over there acting like this wasn't your fault.
I'm not worried about fault. I'm
Of
worried
course
about
not. You're to
fixing.
blame. The person who's at fault rarely worries about fault. They want to move past that as quickly as possible.
Okay, what would you suggest, Bob?
Give her time. Give her space. And let her talk to you when she needs to talk to you. Otherwise, let her be.
He's already done
Lame.
Get off her ass.
That's unfortunate. We can get a lot of time in the Wizard's Tower.
stuff.
You did something very disturbing, and that's going to take time.
It wasn't very disturbing.
It was extremely disturbing.
I mean, it was nearly a...
It was like
it was attempted...
wildly...
You were attempted to be murdered.
Yeah, and it was wildly out of character for you to put yourself in that kind of situation. So yeah, time, space, and don't do anything stupid like that again.
Yeah, we'll see.
Anything else going on over the evening?
No, that's all I was doing, so you
Okay.
can move on. Sorry, Adam. I didn't mean to cause problems. I did need to take care of that note, though.
Yes, no. Okay. Then now we get to the next day. As it's probably least interacting with others, let's go to Billy. You wake up in your luxurious extra-dimensional room.
Alright. Well, since I've been given sort of a tour around the Wizard's Tower, the things that I was planning on doing today were I was going to be going around proselytizing to the different wizards, trying to convince them that they should sign up with me, the God of Magic. And the other thing that I wanted to keep an eye out for was essentially like a place that would be like a... because they have like laboratories for alchemy and experiments and that kind of stuff, right?
Mhm.
I wanted to find a place that I could use as a... ad hoc candy manufacturing thing in order for me to make a what I would like to do,
In the tower?
yes, within the tower.
Okay.
I'm sure that like an alchemy lab or something could be used
Okay.
for something
Sure.
like that. The idea that I have is so I went and talked with that odd gnome dude the other day
Uh-huh.
who didn't like
Yesterday.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yesterday. Who didn't like sweet things and was really into explosions. And I was thinking about crafting for him something that I think that he would like personally. So I want to get. I'm thinking maybe something like a lemon pop rock type of deal. But I'll go ahead and do a ask around and maybe do an insight check on him to find out what could I make that he would actually like, since he didn't like anything else that I was bringing up with him.
Okay. Yes, I remember him so well.
Adam, he is the most important NPC.
The one that doesn't like the sweet things, yes.
Yeah. So I got-
You knew when you made him you needed to remember him because you gave Ryan a challenge. This is really all your fault. You know better.
I know
Known the man
nothing.
for 20 You've known the man for going on 20 years. You know better. Depressed? Did I depress you?
We are getting close to that, aren't we?
Yeah.
It's been a while.
We're all a
Been
bunch
about-
It's been a while.
Been about 19 years, yeah.
of old fogies.
We're probably gonna die soon.
I mean, we're like halfway through, right?
Yeah, we're about halfway through.
In relative
We're
terms.
halfway there.
Oh no! A heart attack, no prayers.
No, we're living on a prayer.
Nah, the old man died of a heart attack.
All right, well, new character.
Not that old man, my father.
glass breaks.
Glass does break.
Yep.
Sure.
But yeah, you can find like an alchemy lab that you figure will probably work well enough for what you want to do.
I'm used to working in different environments. I'm sure that this will be just suitable enough.
So do you have your materials or ingredients or whatever you need to make that?
I'm sure I can whip something up.
I'm sure there's some sort of check you can make.
Yeah, you want me to make a candy making check?
Yes, I do.
Alright.
The Candyman can.
Alright. So I get a 28 on my candy making.
That's pretty good.
Just silence in the void. That's all we got going on right now.
Waiting on the DM.
Yeah, I really thought audio went out. I looked up and everyone's just kind of sitting there quietly.
Yep. Nope,
Quietly waiting.
Yeah,
quietly,
just
patiently.
waiting.
All right. So you managed to make your candy. Do you find him to try it or?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and once I got something that I think will be good, I'll see if this will be to his taste.
Okay. So a little bit of an exchange of you explaining, no, this is not geared at sweet, it's sour. He will give it a shot.
But I want to make sure that it's got that pop, that explosion that this man loves, because that was what his main focus in life was. So it's like, starts out and he's like, this really doesn't have a whole lot of flavor, and then bam, it hits him.
I hope it literally kills him.
No. Well, you're not
far
sure at
too
first,
cold.
as he does disappear, or rather, turns into a cloud of gas.
And it's
Oh,
like,
you don't have the Goompa Loompas to fix this.
well, that does happen to be a side effect sometimes. Don't worry, we'll get you fixed up.
He says, learning this right now.
You're not sure whoever was making a potion with that alchemy lab setup had cleared out all of their stuff before you started making your candy in it.
Go ahead and turn on detect magic and see what we're working with here.
No, he is in a non-concentration based gaseous form.
Ah, very nice. Dispel magic.
Yeah, I guess that would get rid of it without waiting the hour.
And I'm like, okay. Well, was that fun?
Unexpected?
Yeah, no, it's twists and turns when you're doing experimental candy.
Truly high level stuff here.
At least he didn't have to add a coat because it was too cold.
So, review, what did you think of the flavor? Anything that I could add to it?
I mean, it seems sort of disruptive to one's daily life.
No, it makes it more exciting. But don't worry, I'll work on the side effects. It's a test run. It's a test run. It's something new.
Kind of hands the half-eaten thing back. Well, you keep working on that.
All right, and then I will go and start proselytizing the word of Billy to the wizards.
Okay. Boat crew. Morning finds you. Stan, do you head out with first light, trying to find an open shop?
How do I ask people at breakfast time if they have rope?
Okay, so you just wait for everyone to kind of get up and for Terry to start making
We have
breakfast.
guests for breakfast.
Yeah, well,
We're not eating people, Terry. Jesus.
puts away certain spices. All right.
No eating the guests. Yeah, I mean, I guess a few.
Yeah,
There's Zachariah, there's Maxwell, there's, what was it? Isabella. Isabel. So yeah, you have a few guests.
Oh, is
Both
that
getting
the-
kind of crowded.
Is Isabella the daughter's name?
Isabel. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll let them know what I found, and whoever wants to come with me.
Then there's her twin
you
sister,
want them-
is not a bell.
So there's a city underneath the city.
I just have her written
Yeah,
down as
Shantytown,
the daughter.
Looks like forgotten people. Figured out someone wouldn't like that, or Rolfur wouldn't like that.
Rolfur?
I couldn't hear him.
Yeah, there's apparently a city underneath the city full of people that have been forgotten.
Well, that's pretty unacceptable.
Oh, you would have a thing against an Oubliette, wouldn't you?
Yeah,
That's
that's
like,
what I figured. I was
that
upset
is-
about it as the god of life. I figured the god of knowledge would be really upset over here.
The one whose main goal is not forgetting.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
I figured I recruit him to come along with me to take care of this.
Yeah, we'll have to handle that. That's definitely a problem.
I think we need some rope. That's mainly what I came back for. Otherwise, I would have taken care of it last night. I really don't carry rope on me normally. Or at least 100 feet worth.
Alright, well, let's go and just. I mean, I can just go ahead
Unless
and. throw
anyone
out-
bought it, remember, you didn't start the game with a pack. I guess the old man probably has a normal adventures pack that he picked up when he picked up his gear, though.
Well, yeah, let's just
Oh, we
go
have
out.
I
it.
do indeed have a normal adventurous pack. However, none of you know that.
And I haven't gone back to go gone and purchase an adventurer's pack for some reason.
No, the best
I just
part
need
is
my
when.
bulk and armor. I'm good to go for
So-
the most part.
Do you ask for rope?
Yeah? You don't got any rope? 100 feet worth?
Oh,
100 plus rope?
I go, yeah, this way. I walk into one of the rooms and I throw my hole on the wall.
Cool.
And I just kind of go, yeah, it's we gotta go past the desk. Just walk into the hole. Other side of the desk, pull up my adventurer's bag.
There's still a desk in there. It looks like whatever had been set on top of it is kind of vibrated around and kind of been just pushed towards the middle as it was dragged into the hole.
Oh no, I was lifted. There was no
Yeah,
dragon.
Rolfur's gorilla.
I was a giant ape.
So nothing's on the desk.
Specifically
The desk
lifted
was not
carefully.
cleared.
Okay, so you just knocked the stuff off of it when you put it in?
No, I very, very carefully lifted it and put it in.
Yeah, so in other words, the stuff on top of it has moved around. It's...
Slightly jostled.
There's a disheveled desk.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess you are unaware of the ability to move something carefully.
I guess you're unaware of the ability for a gorilla to move something carefully.
I was the gorilla. I moved it very carefully.
Yeah, careful for a gorilla.
With
You
my
got it.
27 strength.
That's why all the stuff is still on the desk. It's just not neatly set up around the edges like it once was.
Well, he
Well,
doesn't know that. As
I
far as he
learned-
knows, this is how my desk always looks.
He has a
learned
very
today-
messy-looking desk in his portable hole.
I've learned today that Bob thinks gorillas can be careful.
Can.
They
I mean,
can.
they can.
Go with a monkey, you can pet a kitten. It works.
Yeah, they can pelt kittens, pick up babies. They can do all those things.
Just takes
Wait,
a couple hundred tries.
David,
first
I don't
time.
know how you think gorillas act, but they don't grenade absolutely everything they touch. How do you
I don't know,
think
but
they eat?
I don't know what you think, but kittens and babies don't weigh the same as a desk.
Yeah, and the giant gorilla had 27 strength.
I
It's a
mean,
weird
27
thing to
strength
get
is a hell of a lot of strength, but I
And
still
it's
don't think
bigger
it's
than the
enough.
desk.
But I still don't think it's
Can
enough
you
to
pick up
cradle
a
a desk
plate?
like a baby.
No,
You don't
no.
need to, you just pick it up. Can you pick up a plate or a platter without dumping everything off?
Stuff
like
didn't get
that-
dumped off, it got moved around. And if that plate or platter has a bunch of very loose things on it, usually they shift around.
Adam did not require a dexterity roll, so it's his decision on how it looks.
And besides the fact, it's fine. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Here's your rope.
Oh, thank you. That was a long walk to get to the rope.
Yeah, you had to go around the desk.
All right.
And don't mind those jars of explosives.
Roll
Or the
for
guns. Or the huge thing of arrows.
I just
Now
walked
that I
into
think
the
of it, this
control.
hole
I'm
is
not
pretty
asking
sketchy.
questions.
Just don't mind anything in here.
Rolfur, you
Alright.
notice
Alright.
you're able to catch the whispered conversations between Isabel and Maxwell over breakfast. What?
That's true. I probably wouldn't notice that.
Yeah.
So they know about it, I guess.
No, this is out at the table. But she finds the idea of just sitting down and eating a meal with... So wait, these are all gods?
Most of the crew on this.
Some of the rumors of what gods were is very different than what I had in mind for what they were.
We're working on it.
I walk.
You don't notice what they're saying.
Right.
Yeah, I know. I do walk back out.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. I got the rope now.
Did I actually get Isabel's worship, or
Not. Do you know?
if I can pinpoint a worshiper, is she a worshiper?
She's not.
Okay.
All right, well,
She is still very confused by the whole situation.
give her the pamphlet. Has anybody given her a pamphlet yet?
No
Cherry
one's
would have.
given her a pamphlet.
Cherry would have, had a pamphlet on the table for them while he just kind of helped
Well,
them
I
settle down.
specifically take it off the table and give it to them and tell them to read up and make their choice.
Maxwell is.
Terry just kind of gives you a look, but it's like,
Oh, Jesus, Terry! Terry, are you okay? Terry just gives you a look, tilts his head too far, and fat falls on the ground.
Falls over.
Just loses absolute balance. His man gets out of joint.
Boom! The whole boat is kind of raw. Woo, woo.
you guys hear the wood creak. No, Terry just kind of gives you a look, but he doesn't really say anything.
Kneading
No,
yourself like
we're gonna have to start pushing people on this. I mean, I don't say that, but I'm thinking it.
Okay. 'Cause, like,
Do you,
individuals
David,
really-
understand why his character does that? Because his character's trying to keep people out of the sea of dead. That's his big goal right now.
Neat.
He's like, I don't care who you worship. Pick someone. Don't end up there.
Yeah, Terry doesn't. Terry doesn't get that.
Yeah.
He doesn't understand that situation yet.
Oh, Adam, I walk out.
Oh no,
and
I totally bring it up. That was
walk
a big
over
thing last
to
time.
sit across from Maxwell, and I say, "So I believe I promised you that you would be provided for, so you could build your new life. Is that correct?"
Yeah, you said you had a...
100 platinum.
Do you say 100 platinum as you hand it out?
No, I just kind of.
Okay, I
If
appreciate-
he
okay.
says yes, I go and hand it to him.
I
Go,
wish
"Here
you
you
did.
go."
Oh, wow.
And on top of that, you'll meet with this man, and I give him the name of the guy at the innkeeper.
Mhm.
He's runs my inn,
Okay.
and he'll be the person you're primarily working for, and he'll help you set up with lodging and things of that nature. I told him last time he prayed.
Kind of... Doesn't... He just sort of, word the sea, smiles, and then smiles over at Isabel.
I just kind of go, sometimes your fates change. Now you get to decide whether it changed for the better or the worse. I hope you two crazy kids make it. But for right now, old man's got work to do. And I just, like, leaning on the table like this, disappear. Dimension door out into the dock.
Yeah, yeah.
Walk off.
Terry just has like some bacon, like a.
Rolfur, you
Terry-
notice her whisper to him. He does that trick a lot, doesn't he?
Maxwell has never seen me do it.
What?
Not once. I don't think Maxwell's ever seen me do that. Oh no, I dimension doored with him too.
Yeah, no, you've done it with him. You've done it with her.
Terry's got a plate that has like a pancake on it and like bacon piled on it, and he's just sitting there eating, just like looking. Yeah, he likes to do tricks.
So,
You've also been
Do we-
tricked into money.
Yeah.
I gave you $2,000 in a similar manner.
Dude's got the best spell list out of any of us.
Mm-hmm.
so do we... Is he gonna help us with getting there, or is that what this is for? We trot our way over.
Oh no, he's probably gonna come and do the boat and send you guys over. I'd give it another day.
Okay. We'll
Just kind of
wait here.
relax for a bit. He didn't explicitly give
Quite
you
nice
instructions.
here, as she,
Did-
nods, holding a piece of bacon.
If he didn't explicitly tell you to do something, then you should probably just wait.
It's turned out well for us so far. Says sort of with his arm wrapped around her.
Yeah, no, it's pretty great as long as you stay on his good side.
David, you don't have any belief that I am mean at all.
No, haven't seen it.
No, you have no.
Nor
belief.
have I seen anybody that could be on that side.
He's suspicious of you,
For no
but
reason.
no. And, like, he is, like, aware, like, I haven't been able to find any justification for my suspicions.
That just makes me even more suspicious.
That makes it more suspicious.
Yeah, that is where he is. And he's very self-aware of it, like, so far it all seems to be going well for everyone who follows
see,
it.
now you researched my behavior, and what you found is I found
No.
2 people in love.
Terry has
and
not
reunited
researched
them.
your behavior. Terry has explicitly stayed out of your business.
Yeah.
No,
No, you
said
talked to
you
them
asked
about
for-
what was going on last
Yeah.
night.
Yeah,
They're
that's true.
star-crossed
Last night.
lovers, torn
Yep.
apart by the situations in life that she is reunited, without either of them having to kill themselves. I mean, really, it's...
I've saved the life.
you're really
Neither
coming.
cl-
Yeah.
no one knows the tricksy, weird crap I'm doing on the side. Only Eric's aware of the desk. Ironically, Eric is aware of most of the bad things I've ever done.
Yeah.
Eric over there, or Stan over there.
Terry
I
coming
mean,
off like
as
J.
long as you
Jonah
don't kill
Jameson.
more people, I'm kind of okay with it.
Well, I keep giving you things.
That too.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry, Daddy will feed you. Don't you worry where that money came from.
They're
I
not.
mean, I haven't asked the question yet, but I'm not going to, so it works out.
I was talking to Eric. Yeah, they're not going to worry at all. They just got a huge bag of platinum.
Oh, this is a new day.
Yes.
I need
The
to
sun
roll
is
for my
high.
I need to roll for my apron charges.
Otherwise, you guys set out for anything? Who's going on Stan's errand?
Hey. Sorry.
Is out of curiosity, was the captain on deck or below deck?
He would probably be, he was not below deck with your group. You guys kind of have your own
Okay.
quarter.
I'm gonna tell him that the boat should leave in 2 days to go back to Nexon. So supply up, get the people ready.
So 2 days. So not tomorrow, but the following day.
Yes.
Okay.
Which should give you plenty of time to get your crew
Oh, yeah.
sorted.
But
Oh, and I did explain to him that those 2 down there are guests, and they're working, and they need to be taken carefully back.
Nice that you
Be
told
given
somebody.
every respectful thing. Like shown every reasonable level of respect as they are returned
Courtesy.
to Nexon. Yeah, courtesy, and then pointed in the
will you,
direction.
wait, he kind of gives the question. You know, will you be returning as well?
Don't know. Haven't decided yet. Maybe.
All right.
Yeah, I don't see any reason why I wouldn't go with Stan.
Rolfur, you going as well?
Yeah, we got to go yell at somebody about a underground city.
So you three and Alice are leaving the boat.
Correct.
Oh, Alice decided to join us? Or,
She's leaving the boat with you.
okay. I asked her if she's joining us or not. Once I noticed like she's walking in the same direction.
Supposed to try and find people to help at the city. She kind of gives with like an exasperated tone, looking towards Terry. Not really like up at his face, but just sort of in his general direction.
Alright, so it's Stan, Terry, Rolfur, and Alice all going to the.
No, Alice wants to go out on her own to help people.
Yeah,
listening.
she's just doing her thing.
Yeah.
Well,
That's cool.
she thinks. Yeah, she took something Terry said to her.
Do I see Alice? Am I done
Where,
talking?
where
to
are
Yeah.
you? Yeah, you'd be done in time. Where do you go after you finish with him? Because this is a bit after that.
Okay.
Probably another 15 minutes later before they actually finish.
Okay.
their
Yeah.
meal.
Then I'd be gone already. I was just gonna let her know that if she needs anything to shoot me a prayer, and I'll try and find her and get her out of any trouble she gets.
No. Terry has not disseminated
Terry
the
has not-
information of that you have telepathy with each other.
No, I
You have
mean,
telepathy with me specifically.
No, it's-
not with each other.
You have it with everyone.
Mhm.
As long as they know who it is,
Oh, they just can't respond.
they could just pray to you.
Yeah, you can pray back.
Like,
Yeah,
hey,
I don't
David,
pray to
is
other
there-
people. I
call me
respond
back.
to prayers. That's how I work.
Terry's still trying to Terry understands it on some level. He's still trying to work it out to quite understand what it actually means. Because
He's
like
trying to do our phone tag.
like as a wizard, he doesn't. He wants to like understand it before he tells somebody else what's going on.
Okay.
Like he's probably gonna try it with somebody else that's not the old man before being like, "Hey, we can all do this 100% for sure."
Because my abilities are weird.
Yeah.
So who
Like
joins
as
me on the
far
party
as
and visit?
like as far as Terry knows, you could be just be a living illusion. Like it fucking doesn't. Who knows?
Aren't we all living illusions?
No, illusions from the astral plane are living
Yeah.
illusions.
Old
Or
man,
not the
what are you off
not
to
the
do?
astral plane, ethereal.
Oh, I'm just gonna wander off and apparently go buy more rope.
You could have charged me for it. I could have given you the peasants. Is that gold?
I'm gonna disguise myself as someone else, though.
Okay. Anyone of note?
The captain, but 20 years older.
Okay. The old
And-
captain.
Well, I mean, I figured he's in his 30s to 40s now.
Probably 40s. Yeah.
Okay, I'm 10 years older than I want to be around 50.
Okay.
And I'll change his eye color. If it's brown to blue, if it's blue to brown,
It's green.
then it stays green.
Of course,
Okay.
of course.
Violet.
And the hair is salt and paprika.
I get
Instead
it.
of salt and pepper because it has red hair.
Yeah, I get it.
David's over there shaking his head like I'm a crazy person. That's what
He
it's
doesn't like
called.
red hair. He's just adamantly against it. It's just who David
Well,
is.
I mean,
you know.
I get it. They have no soul. That's fine. But argue with me. I dare you, Nagant.
Obviously, they have a soul.
I'm a daywalker, thank
They're
you.
human.
My favorite thing was you like just froze like that, and I was just like, "Oh God, I killed him."
How much rope you looking for,
Yes.
Captain?
500 feet.
All together?
Yeah.
Uh,
Split apart, it isn't much use.
do it. 15 gold.
I'm gonna go ahead and try to haggle that down.
Haggle away, my friend.
Welcome to the Bob Show, everyone.
Well, I rolled a 9, so that's a 10. Let me check my persuasion. So 23 is the lowest I can roll on persuasion.
I'll do 12 gold.
And a firm handshake. Yeah.
And he starts basically measuring out and getting you your rope. Meanwhile,
3. Oh no, I was doing math. Sorry.
Oubliette group, where do you head? You're muted.
That's on you, Eric.
Charvin's house.
Yeah, Eric's.
I guess we'll use the front door unless the only other route we had would be use the pipes, which I flew in as a bat. So let's just go to the door, the main door.
Okay, so you go back towards the governor's.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're just gonna go through the Oubliette.
Let's go see the people that are in a hole.
Okay, so you go up to the governor's house, which is this wrought iron gate. Leads to a little path through a little forested area. Next door to a lovely house that has like a little tower on it. You see like the house next door seems to have high security, but they don't seem to be paying you any mind.
Who lives? Do we know who lives?
The next door neighbor is the people that he's been messing with.
Okay.
I've hardly
It's
done
the
anything.
family's home is next door to this one.
I've hardly done anything to them.
Okay, that's starting to make more sense now. What's about to we're about to stumble across them.
I'm glad you didn't understand why I thought this was really funny.
So you get to the gate. What do you do at the gate?
Is it open? Or
I'm
is it
sorry,
locked?
Rolfur, there is a pull cord that rings a bell on the inside of the gate.
Can we reach that from
Yes.
the outside?
Yes,
I
no,
think
like it's
it will
designed
be
like for you to
outside.
grab like a rope that's like not like running it like by one of the posts, like one
I
of
think
the.
he was saying the bell's on the inside, not the rope.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I
That's
look
not
at
how
Stan.
he phrased it, but that is what he meant.
I look at Stan and go, so the people are under the governor's house?
Yeah. Here, I'll show you the way. I guess we ring the doorbell.
Here, let me break in real quick.
I'm not saying I don't believe him. I'm just saying.
I mean, I'm just gonna try and bluff my way in. Just Oubliette inspector.
Bluff your way
Look at
in.
it.
Hold on,
Oubliette
hold
Inspector.
on. I need the moment this happens. Like, we need to see this.
You're all there.
So, like,
At this point,
He
Alice
rings-
has split off from you, by the way.
so he rings the doorbell. A gentleman approaches.
No, it would be an. Let's see here, older lady, I believe.
A
Yeah, the house
No,
is-
we're
no,
not doing Oubliette inspector,
like a
no.
formal old lady.
Yeah, like
Okay,
Was it
so
the
a
lady
lady
yesterday?
approaches,
Yeah.
like a true lady approaches, and
Lady from last night?
Anyways, let's just see what he does. Let's just see what he does. I'm curious too. So, anyway, in what were once clearly nice clothes, but are very aged, with like sort of an apron, sort of tied around the front of them. After a reasonable time for her to get from whatever she's doing here and comes out to the gate. I do not believe we will expect more broken doors. As her eye catches Stan. Thank you for not landing within the property. Is there
I mean,
more that you needed to inform us of?
yes, we'd like to speak to the governor about what was seen in there.
Okay, then.
And persuade him to get her to.
What was seen in there?
Yeah.
So you pried
I
into
really
the
want-
governor's home.
No, I just saw. See what was.
Give me one moment.
no, but yes.
He kind of comes out with an envelope, with a piece of paper that's been folded over. You can bring this to this address. It's a piece of paper folded over that has an address and some basic instructions, and then a sealed, folded piece of paper held within it.
What's it say?
Piece of paper is basically the address to go to, and instructions to assist. Basically, young man, whatever. Gentleman carrying this note has instructions for proceeds, for proceeding.
You asked for a meeting with the governor, not to see the Oubliette.
Yeah, you're given an address and basically a little folded up and sealed bit, and letter. It's basically saying to whoever is at this address, supposedly, that the sealed letter that you bear will have their instructions with how to proceed.
Oh, okay. So they wanted to have a meeting at a different property. Okay, I understand now. All right. Well, is she still there? Is she hanging out there?
I mean, she
just,
hands
like,
it, and
trying
she
to-
steps back and waits for you guys to leave.
I ask her if she's received a pamphlet on the new gods.
No?
I have one.
Right.
Read it, make a
Kinda
choice,
tucks it into her apron.
share the good news.
Very well.
But we have a craftsman here as well to fix that door for you. Free of charge.
Things have been taken care of.
Okay.
Oh, well, I guess we follow whatever she gave us. Let's go.
So
As
you
we-
follow to the address.
As we leave, Do you, Stan? Do you
Mhm.
care to, enlighten us on some of the details of your doings last night before finding this underground property?
I told you how we found the Oubliette, all the vents, went down there, came back up. We gotta help those people.
Yeah, you came up through another hole. You, I believe, broke out of a cellar.
Yeah,
Or-
broke out of their cellar, which I guess, they already fixed the door to, so they relocked it, which that cannot be a good sign. That's the only other route I knew to get in. Other than the one vent, which I'm pretty sure you're too fat to go into.
Well, I prepared stone shape today, so it should be fine.
I mean, we can still get into the property if you want to do that route, or do you want to go talk to the mayor first, or the governor first?
No, I just wanted to make sure that this wasn't going awry.
So do you follow to the address?
Is the meeting time soon?
There's not a time given on it. It's just instructions and an address.
When you show up.
Then, yeah, let's go to that address now, then? Nearby? Like, I don't know.
It's not too far. 10-minute walk.
Okay, yeah, we can go there.
Though it is
Not like we
very
can't-
clear from the outside of the building that this address is going to the jail.
Well, I mean, they aren't trying to arrest us.
This would be the weirdest crap ever. Okay. You go in?
There's someone sitting at the desk there. He's just kind of leaning back. A few people in the back. From a quick glance, probably just waiting for them to sober up. Kind of lets the front of his chair fall down. Well,
We were told to come here for a meeting with the governor?
Were we? What's in the letter?
That's what I asked before, and it was just an address.
address and a sealed. I mean, did you break the seal on the sealed letter?
Yeah, as soon as we read it, like...
No. You had a letter on a piece of paper that said that the person carrying the letter, that those were the instructions for the person at the house. As in, the sealed letter is to give to your destination.
You were given two pieces of paper.
Yes, you were given two pieces of paper, one wrapped in the other. The one with the address and the instructions that the person that's arriving here will have your instructions on a sealed piece.
And then a sealed piece of paper that is not for you.
Yeah. You are your own mailman. Unless you broke the seal to look at what she's instructing
Did
you.
you have any ideas towards it on the way there, then, or...?
No, this
You
is
guys
your
okay?
show. I stopped to ask how you feel about this, to make sure things aren't going awry. But, I mean, you didn't feel one way or another, so now we're here, and now there's guys, and now there's a sealed letter. So this is what's happening.
Let's see how this goes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you hand the sealed letter, or do you just tell them you're for the governor?
Yeah, hand the sealed letter. Roll the hell?
I also prepared Fireball today.
He kind of... All three of you interested?
What does it say?
You were curious about the underground holes.
Yeah.
Truth.
Yeah, we can show you if you want to see. It's a
Are you
one-way
guys
trip, my
coming?
friend.
Oh, you want to throw us in there? Okay. Want to throw me in there?
What?
I can get out.
You say it, his eyes are like,
I know what
right,
the exit
well,
is.
if you're interested, yeah, sure. I'll call someone up.
I mean, we
kind
brought
of-
rope this time so I can get out.
Pulls, like, sort of a lever. He's like, someone will be here shortly. Eventually, one of the street deputies.
Street deputies. We're talking to cops?
Yeah, one of the cops shows up. Just kind of walks around you, leans on the desk where the sheriff is sitting. you flag me down. He kind of explains. It sounds like maybe all three of these people would like to take a one-way trip down a deep hole. They want to take it.
Would like to know more about it.
Yeah, we're more inquiring about it, not wanting to be punished.
Well, I mean, if you want to go, we
It's not
can.
common practice.
What's down the
Ivy.
hole?
It's an oubliette.
Not
I forgot.
looks over at Stan. So that's it. Just an oubliette.
Yeah.
Not like. We apologize. There's been a great misunderstanding. I thank you for your time.
I mean,
I'm not. Does he still want to go down there?
do you have a record of who's down there?
No. That
I
would
think he
very
wants to go down
drastically
there.
defeat the purpose of having a hole in the ground for the things you don't want to remember.
We'd like to inspect it. Persuasion. Inspections mean we can come back.
They're already offering.
They're already offering to throw you down there. They find it funny, but they're like, sure.
I mean,
And they're
They
so
want
corrupt, they give
I
no
want to
shits about them.
the trip line.
So
Terry, if you want to bail out, you can, but I'd totally suggest the people who want to do this go ahead and take the offer.
okay, I mean I follow with, but it's in this. For the record, this whole thing is pointless unless there's a misunderstanding on what an oubliette is.
Yeah, but you don't know what's down there until you go and check.
It's gonna. Whatever, fine. Hurry up. Hurry up.
Anyways, he'll lead you. He just apparently the entrance is just the nearest house. As they now take the 10-minute walk where the street deputy is walking you back.
This sounds just straight cool with
He's just kind of amazing walking. And pulls out his ring of keys and he unlocks the gate for the mayor's place. I'm not just right in here. If you're
Can I see that key?
no.
I just want to look at it.
No. Kind of tucks it away.
Sounds
Where he,
weird, huh?
Did I see the key?
he kind of shuffles the ring of the. I mean, you saw it, but he kind of shuffles the ring where you can't tell which key it was and which key it wasn't.
That does not matter to Rolfur.
I saw it.
So
So I draw it from memory, which I have a perfect memory of.
yeah, that doesn't work for a key.
I think it would.
No.
You didn't get the exact dimensions, apparently.
Yeah, you didn't. You saw it. You didn't
You're off.
measure it.
Didn't measure it. Alright.
It's like he could use prestidigitation to make one.
So the guy takes us back to the governor's property.
Yeah, and
To
once
friendly-
you've entered through, he locks and he takes you back to what is the same door, only with like a new bar like nailed into it with a new lock put in. He unlocks that as well, kind of putting his back to you as he's doing it because you're making weird about his keys. It's right in here. He kind of pockets that lock while he walks in.
Already regretting my spell choices today.
And he just he walks over to what is the grate that leads down.
Is this the only grate that leads down there
Well, yeah,
in the city? This is the only primary one, though.
yeah. This is the one. This is the one that's always been here.
And you don't keep a record of who you have down there.
Man, I can just see him blood boiling right now.
Like what kind of crimes they committed, the reason they were thrown down there, nothing.
I don't really I've never actually put someone in here.
So who's in charge of putting him in there?
I don't know. Occasionally, if someone does something, they get thrown in there. In general, it's not been used much under the current administration.
My kingdom doesn't use oubliettes, we just kill people. Oubliettes is just making adventurers, we don't do that.
Yeah.
Just, that's
But
true.
it is a historic piece, so it's still here. And he unlocks the lock on the grate that goes in there as he like wraps his arm around it, kind of suspicious. Anyone who would like to go down, I'm sure there is a large amount of nice, cushy, forgotten things at the bottom. You'll probably survive the fall.
It's quite a big drop. I got some rope here. We're good. Anchor, tie it off, anchor it. In that room.
So you tie it off. The only thing really to tie it off in here is the bars of the thing that he's now lifted up itself. There's no like actual anchor point designed in here.
Terry I'll take it and take like 20 feet of the rope and tie it around himself.
Yep, I got the true anchor right here.
This is gonna be a weird TPK.
A few of you aren't there. It's not a TPK.
Yeah, me and Al should just be like, I wonder what happened to the guys.
Billy's not there.
Terry just wants to
Billy's
be
in the
over it.
wizard's tower, convincing them to worship him.
We'll survive. We got food and water for the rest of our
That
lives.
doesn't matter. It's a waste of time. But continue.
Also, they can't die.
Yeah. Sorry, helping people's a waste of time. You don't need to be here.
It's fine. I can do what I need to do from anywhere, even in the bottom of a hole.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess, yeah. I'll just sit and summon spirits here.
Yeah, more or less. Like, I don't care. We'll deal with this. Either I fix it down there or I spend a few days working this. I don't care.
There's
So,
no threat.
We
of
have
being
Terry as your
downed.
anchor, and Stan, do you rappel your way down?
Don't worry, Terry.
Yeah.
As long as you're with them, they'll have
I
something
lead
to
the way,
eat.
I let Rolfur follow.
Rolfur, you follow?
Yep.
Okay, so you get to the bottom, and it sounded like you're probably about 20 feet up at that point. No, actually, before you get there, you still have a fair distance once you get... You probably still have another 10 feet below you when you get to the point where there's nothing to rappel off of. You just got drop. Like, you could, so you're just like, just your arms and legs on it. There's no wall. Or you lose your wall.
That's fine. We can get back out.
But then from there, you still have 20 feet down from...
Earn my 1 minute of fly time.
Okay? And you use it
I
now
have that plan for that.
to get down?
No, when we get... I can run a fall, 20-foot fall.
Okay, well, that's what I was wondering. It's like...
I got a healing, for God's sake. Yeah. I fall, take damage. Okay, boop. I'm healed.
Cast a light spell before falling.
Yeah, I mean,
I imagine it's dark down here.
yeah,
I
it
got dark vision. I cast light. For you.
goes into a pile of refuse and stuff that's at the base here. You splash down. Terry, do you feel the weight released off of your belt?
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and start casting my my conjuration creation ability to make more rope.
So you kind of... So you going down, or we heading out?
We're waiting.
He closes the gate and locks it. That's not part of the deal. We can wait outside. We're on private property.
Well, I'm going to try to befuddle him. We're gonna try to basically do word games and talk our way around this stall. So we'll get a 19 plus 11, so 30 on persuasion. The persuasion goal is to waste time.
That'd be deception, I think.
Well, more's the point.
No, I'm trying to
Them's,
persuade him to wait.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
them some old man numbers. I'm proud of you.
They're forgotten. What
I've
are we
got
waiting on?
Well, so yeah, it's like, what are we waiting on? Well, they're down there and they haven't said anything back. So I mean, I haven't forgotten them yet. It's probably gonna take a few minutes to forget about them. You're welcome to go if you'd like, but I do have a wonderful. You look like a man that enjoys a good scone. got a wonderful
You
skill.
probably have not seen a skinnier man on your thing, but sure, say that.
You look like a man who definitely eats plenty.
No, you look like a man that could enjoy a good hearty meal. Let me go ahead and tell you about some help with some stuff that'll help with that.
I'm sure we can go get one. Your treat.
Yeah, totally. Okay then. Guess I'm not making rope. Guess I'm making him a meal.
Why are you carrying an oven? You can't just carry around. People don't carry around ovens.
No, but gods do.
God.
You see, you
There are no
have,
gods. There's no such thing.
You just said my God.
We're running across
My
an
God,
atheist here?
Terry.
allow me
Demon
to
follower.
well, first of all, pamphlet. Second of all, oven. And I start going him some like thick broth, like some thick broth.
You got a little bit of time with his befuddlement. Let's see how quickly Rolfur and Stan act. What are you guys doing? You're at the base. It's dark. You've landed in an area that has shallow but existent water and a lot of refuse, older stuff. Otherwise, it kind of goes up to a shore, massive underground cavern.
Well, make lights and go and look for people that
Yeah,
I'm
so
told
you've made
not-
lights. You notice people coming your way, very much like, like almost like blind, shielding their eyes from what is it, dancing light?
It's regular light.
It's ring. Oh, that's very bright. Oh, ow.
Yeah. All right.
There's like a whole lot of people down there.
There's a
Showing
number.
up out of the woodwork?
And so show of hands, who here has not committed a crime?
You get about half, including any of the children.
Yeah, I assume that at least some of these people are lying, but yeah. So we'll have to
We
fix
can
it.
read them out.
It's like, yeah, we're gonna have to fix this.
Ask
More
some
crimes
people-
it is.
But yeah, there are. I mean,
Children down here?
yeah.
Oh yeah, they've probably been breeding. Yeah, like
I
animals.
was born in the darkness.
Like
They've been bored.
They were making pains.
oh,
Lovely, lovely voice.
well, let's get going. Let's get on with it.
What else? They're taking names.
Yeah. So. Otherwise,
Set
yeah,
up a little spot with some light spells and be like, all right, I need everyone to come forward. Names. How
you
long
can,
they've been
you
down
can
here.
tell. You can tell. The light hurts them. Particularly, like the kids who have never seen light before.
So they sit in like the dim zone, or they won't even go into that.
I mean, like they're having to like look away from whatever. Yes, David.
Do I hear them talking to people?
No.
Not
I
that.
thought you were just praising.
No, like because I mean, so they went down, and I don't hear them at all.
Are you focusing
want
on
them to give you, like, a
chatting
song
this
that
guy
they're
up, or are
on?
you trying to listen for
Like-
what's going on?
I imagined I would have heard something from them.
You
so,
can
like,
make a
they-
perception check with disadvantage.
Cool.
Imagine because we're in the Oubliette, he might hear like the sussering of noise indistinctly.
I rolled 2 8s, which on perception gets me, right, 8.
You do not hear them.
Yeah, like I said, at most I think because we're so far down in the echo, he'd probably just hear noise coming from the hole.
How deep is this oubliette?
About 100 feet.
Why don't I hear them then?
Because they've gone down, and then they've moved away from the hole. It's under the majority of the city.
What do you mean?
Yeah, apparently this is a massive one. See,
Yeah, no, this
something
is-
that's
no.
yeah, bigger.
They don't know what's going on. This is an undercity.
No. Terry has been under the thought that this is an oubliette.
Yeah.
That's what I thought it was too.
So it's like,
That's what this guy next to you thinks it is too.
okay,
They don't use it. They didn't make it.
I go ahead and cast light on a copper coin, and I toss it down there.
It lands in a pile of refuse or something.
But like I don't
100 feet
see
up.
them.
No.
I just look at them like,
When we see the coin drop, though, we go look up. Like, what do you want? I'm pretty
Like-
sure that'd be a sign to go look. Like, someone got my attention.
I mean, yeah, you see, like off at some point once you've settled down in a little shanty town where they've built their thing. Whatever has washed down here, whether it's you can see what was definitely like an entire like sail from like a ship. Particularly you, Stan, like this is things that basically have been rattled their way down the drain. They're living at the bottom of the storm drain, and whatever kind of got swept away and in the storm drain, that's what they have access to.
So Futurama sewer people is what I'm imagining.
I don't watch Futurama. The only real good part was the very beginning where they have the little funny one-liners. But
If you don't watch it, you don't know what the good parts are. So your
Yeah,
argument's invalid.
gonna go ahead and just tell the guy, enjoy your soup. This is not an oubliette.
it's an oubliette.
You're a horrible person, and judgment will come to you. If you, unless you read that pamphlet, you are going and obey the instructions in there. You're going to end in a river of torment. I gather up the rope and I misty step down there.
Do you know how far Misty Step is? It's not 100 feet.
Not.
Well, when he falls down, I heal him.
It's fine.
It's that.
You literally have a big padding of all the stuff that they couldn't really use has been piled up under this particular hole as padding. It's also the toilet, so it's gross. But it's the hole where it doesn't have the freshest water. It's the area where it's built up from that. So they don't use the area that has the fresh water coming in from the sky as the toilet. They use this one because it's the one that's inside of a storm cellar.
All right. Well,
So you're
Take it
gross,
down,
but I'm sure you can just clean yourself with magic. And
definitely am doing so.
and you can see sort of where they're set off to the side. And before you go, you hear the sound of the cellar doors, or the storm doors closing from above.
Coming over.
All right, so 3 gods are taken out of the campaign.
Like, this is not an oubliette.
No, this is what we would call a massive problem.
Yeah. Well, you guys saw something bad.
Well, we'll have to get these people out after I'm done accounting who's here.
Of all the people, though, I ask who's the most recent to be dropped down here?
Here's a.
And I read that.
That's me. Is
How long ago were you dropped here?
we don't get days down here.
Yeah, they wouldn't.
But I mean, it's been years. It's been years.
That's fine. I'll get that information as we go. Figure out like what's the last major event they remember from being upside, and I'll bar park their ages.
Okay, I heal, feed, and resurrect and
Rolfur. You notice a large person that's, other than Terry, that's sort of sitting off to the point where he's leaning on something, and he's sort of a distance away. Like, he's keeping his like distance from the group as he's just sort of watching the interaction off in the shadows.
What's going on down here exactly?
Well,
All
it
these people
appears
just showed up all of a sudden. Someone kind of responds to you.
yeah, this is what happens when people don't take proper notes. You get underground civilizations that everyone forgets about. This is exactly the sort of stuff that happens with bad bureaucratic methodology. Yeah, that's right, Terry. That's right. I know you agree with me. This is what happens. This is what you get. So yeah, I just set up a spot in their little shanty town, put like a cloth over the light so it's not as bright.
Yeah.
Give it some shady cast,
Yep.
and I just start taking records. Who's here? Who's got family, et cetera, et cetera. Anyone who they know who's died recently. Just I start building the record.
Okay.
And giving them pamphlets.
Humanitarian style. Hell yeah.
I'm pretty sure the people who live in perpetual darkness cannot read.
They might not be able to read, but I just let
Here's
them
a
know
picture of
that
it.
I am the god of remembrance, and I abhor all things that have been forgotten. So they will be lifted up from this place.
When do you have a picture-only pamphlet for the non-readers too?
No. That hasn't been prepared.
You know what's
No,
interesting?
but what he did get is a bunch of worshippers.
You know what's interesting about this is that because they didn't take records of who they threw down here, we can let them up and they won't know any the wiser.
Well, I mean, the ones that can't see in the light would be the
Yeah.
one. The ones with light sensitivity, that'd be them.
Yeah.
But it's
But
not like
that's-
there are people that would be coming up and, oh, you have a criminal record, you know.
No, we'll have to find a way to get them out of here, possibly by mining out an area that's close to the surface.
Well,
I'll map the place after I'm done with the records.
Terry's gonna begin mapping while he's doing that.
Wait, very good.
I mean, you can map it independently.
Terry's gonna send.
But you don't have like a
familiar out
reference,
to-
like, what would you?
Terry's gonna send his familiar out to help him with it, so we cover more distance.
Okay. Well, I mean, you can map it independently, but you don't have great reference for comparing it to like the surface to like know where anything matches. But yeah, I mean, it's a big cavern.
An accurate map is important, but Terry's biggest goal for this is finding the highest point.
Okay. The place is an large underground cavern. Many dome ceilings, and as you try and map things, you do notice there is like a side of it where it feels like there was a period where they made the decision to let's start collapsing some columns, and you can just sort of see like the weight of things. But at some point that seems to have stopped. You later find the stone broken out, as the columns are stone, like, cylinders, like, piled.
Mm-hmm.
And where they have used them as markers for graves. Where they have, like, stones with groupings of skulls sort of set out, and the rest of the bones just sort of piled behind.
Terry's just
What's
making
your
very
wisdom?
general. Terry's wisdom, I think, is 10. 11.
11? Okay, that's about all you comprehend from that. Otherwise, I guess technically the highest is the center area where their little village itself is. Because you notice it does kind of slope away from the center towards the outsides where any of the drops are. And there's water in several points where small drains come in.
Drains.
Yeah, from the surface above.
Like artificial drains.
Yeah, like drains have been put through to storm drains, where water from rainstorms would come in.
Well, that is
To
excellent.
create an aqueduct system.
Yeah.
That's a good place to start.
You notice one of them seems to have cultivated a whole range of some sort of cave fish.
The industrious people, unworthy
Delicacy.
of this fate.
As you start exploring towards the higher area in the center in the village, you probably also notice this other very large figure kind of shadowing you rather close, just sort of keeping an eye as you're messing around, particularly in their own environment.
Terry is like, okay, so Terry's using his familiar for this.
Okay.
So Terry is sitting
Okay, so you
comfortably-
weren't both working on it. You were just
No.
okay.
Yeah. Terry's got some paper.
What is
and
your
he's
familiar?
It's a seabird.
So it's edible.
Yeah, no, they're after it. They are very quickly gathering nets and leaving his group to get it.
Do we have a Benny Hill episode going on the side?
Because that's
All right.
food.
Alright.
You can't see in the cavern.
Sounds like to me, I am going to delay by about 10 minutes in order to provide this place a large supply of food. Look, free cooked food. Poof.
Yeah, I've been providing that right when I got down here with my whole no flavor stuff.
Yeah, we have access to like a bunch of healing and disease riddance and restorations.
Yeah. I'm doing my thing over here of
Okay.
Yep.
humanitarian work.
Yeah,
leave the
there's
bird
plenty,
alone.
there's plenty to be done.
Leave the animal alone. Here's free food.
That's true. Bright side of these people is they don't have a sleep schedule, so there's probably going to be people up at all times, which means I can keep this record party going all day long.
It doesn't. There's 84 people, so
yeah.
It's
Looks like me and Austin helped 84 people though, and David.
Yeah.
A disgusting oversight of justice here and propriety. But yeah, we will fix this. We will get you out to a place that isn't where you don't have to struggle so much just to live.
Yeah, Terry's gonna basically stone shape about 15, 20 feet of hull out of one of those drains. See if that
now
gets
those
up to-
drains come in, say, 25 feet up, like just drop in from the ceiling.
All right. Well, once from the ceiling,
Yeah.
25 feet up. No one has a ladder, do they? Haha.
No, no letter is washed
That's what's
down.
getting out left.
In that case, I'll just start with fly to get up there, and the stone that I am removing
Mhm.
is being formed into a stone ladder.
Okay.
So 15 cubic feet of stone getting removed from the drainway to create a 5x5, we'll say like a 5x3 section of hall where the drain should be,
Like
going
so-
upstairs,
okay.
and a ladder being made out of that stone going down. Whether or not it reaches, I mean, I would think it's enough to reach 25 feet, but if not, it's just a dangling stone ladder.
What's the overall range of that spell?
It is a 5 cubic foot, so I am making basically a 15 to 20 foot long, depending on how many spells I cast,
Yeah,
of hull.
because you move it around within that 5 cubic foot, so you'd actually have to use them to go down. You'd have to.
Okay, well, I create stone ladders out of that, and then I will fly them down.
The range is
I'll fix
touch.
that. I'll fix that later.
You know.
Yeah, the range
I'll-
is
I'll-
touch.
I will affix the ladders later. I'm gonna have ladders, stone ladders, just sitting around that I'll fly back down.
Okay. Well, while you're mucking about with that, I think we will call it. Like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching. We'll pick up with their rescuing of the Oubliette folk next time. Bye.